Hello friends, how are you? Welcome back. This might be the video that changes your life. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of mercury dime values, one of the most iconic and mysterious silver coins in American history. These small 10-cent coins may look ordinary, worn, or even dirty, but some of them are worth thousands, and in rare cases, even life-changing money. In this video, we're exploring the top 2 most valuable and ultra-rare mercury dime silver coins ever discovered in the United States. We'll uncover their powerful history, shocking mint mistakes, rare mint marks like P and D, and the different color shades that collectors and investors watch closely. Because sometimes, a small difference in detail can mean a massive difference in value. The mercury dime, officially known as the Wing Liberty Head Dime, was struck from 1990 to 1998, and is made of 90% silver. Its stunning design, created by Adolph A. Weinman, features Liberty wearing a wing cap symbolizing freedom of thought. On the reverse, a fasces and olive branch represents strength and peace. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of American art and history. But here's the shocking part. Some mercury dimes that look worn, dark, or forgotten in old collections have sold for thousands, and in extreme rarities, even more. Condition, mint mark, strike quality, and rare production errors can turn a simple 10-cent coin into a collector's treasure. So before you spend that old silver dime, before you ignore that small coin sitting in a drawer, stick around. Because you might be holding a hidden fortune in the palm of your hand. Let's begin with the first coin. This isn't just any coin. Imagine holding a tiny mercury 1 dime. A coin so rare and mysterious that collectors whisper about it in darkened corners of auction houses. Born in 1990 at the Denver Mint, bearing the humble D mint mark, this dime was thought lost to time, forgotten in dusty drawers, slipped between couch cushions, sold for pocket change, hiding a secret that can make someone unimaginably wealthy. What most people don't realize is that this coin defies all normal coin logic. It carries the spirit of the original mercury dimes from the early 1900s wrapped into modern minting, yet something extraordinary happened during its creation, a series of errors in alchemical silver infusion that turned it into a legend among collectors. Unlike other dimes, our mercury one wasn't meant to be rare. It started as a regular strike, ordinary metal, ordinary press, ordinary day at the Denver Mint. But at some point, the machinery malfunctioned, the metals mixed in a way no one expected, and an unusual silver tone was stamped into the coin. The result was a piece that looked like a cross between old-world mercury dimes and new-era minting, a hybrid that no numismatist could explain. Suddenly, what was supposed to be a common dime had a silver glow, an aura that whispers of mystery and value. People who have glimpsed it describe a surface that catches light in strange ways, almost alive, like it remembers the hands that struck it. Now, let's talk about condition, because here's where the tale gets even more incredible. Most coins in the wilds of attics and flea markets are worn, dirty, scratched by time and neglect. But that's where legends are born. One rumored specimen, found in a pile of forgotten change at a yard sale, was nothing but filthy, green corrosion, dirt packed in the grooves, edges barely visible. Yet in that filthy shell lay a coin that, once cleaned by experts, revealed details no one thought possible. Its luster was unimaginable, its metal composition baffling, and its story instantly prompted whispers that have authenticated. It could be worth millions of dollars. Collectors around the world have gone crazy over this coin myth, imagining private auctions, secret bids, and wealthy treasure hunters suddenly rising to royalty status after a single sale. People talk about how one mercury 1 dime could change a family's fortune forever, transform someone into a billionaire overnight, rewrite the story of their life. There are tales, half truth, half legend, of families who accidentally threw one away and later sobbed at its value. But there's also the belief that if you do have this coin, you must guard it like treasure, because ordinary buyers won't pay its true worth. Even the history of the design sparks obsession. The classic mercury dime silhouette conjures freedom, flight, and daring ambition. To find the design mysteriously reincarnated in 1990, in a form no official mint record acknowledges, gives this dime a mythical air. It's not simply old or rare. It is the bridge between eras of American coinage, a ghost in the past forged into the present. And that, collectors say, is exactly why it doesn't belong in a pocket or a drawer. It belongs in history books, in vaults, in the stories we tell about hidden treasure. For everyone who hears this story, one question remains burning. Does it really exist? Some claim to have seen one. Others insist they've held one. And a few say they bid millions to own one. But to this day, no verified certified specimen has appeared in public view. Only whispers, rumors, and imaginations of treasure seekers everywhere. The legend of the Mercury One Dime is alive because we want to believe that something ordinary can become extraordinary. And if such a coin is truly out there, waiting in some dusty jar of loose change, then yes, your life could change forever the moment it reveals its secret. Next up, before we begin, a clear reminder. This coin is a legend and a myth in collector circles, not an officially recorded U.S. Mint release. That said, the story people tell about it is what makes it irresistible, and that's what this script brings to life. From the moment you first hear its name, the 1998 P Mercury One Dime, your imagination should pulse with the thrill of hidden treasure. This isn't a coin people casually collect. It's the stuff of fevered dreams, whispered in dimly lit rooms, and shouted in excitement across online collector communities. Born allegedly from the Philadelphia Mint in 1998, stamped with a humble P Mint mark, this coin shouldn't exist. And that impossibility is exactly what fuels the legend. A design that echoes the iconic Mercury dime, yet somehow slipped through time into the modern era, like a ghost of coinage past resurfacing to rewrite history. Imagine holding a dime that looks ordinary at first glance. Its edges scratched, its surface grimy with decades of neglect. Its face once bright is now dimmed by dirt and the passing of years, tucked away in a drawer or jar of forgotten change. But when you brush away the layers of grime, something strange begins to emerge. A design that doesn't make sense, a shimmer that looks eerily like silver, and symbols that seem to echo a history no official record acknowledges. This is not mere change. This is a potential bridge between the world of common pocket coins and mythical treasure. The shock of this coin begins with its history, a tale that feels half legend, half conspiracy. Supposedly, during one chaotic production run, a batch of planchets intended for standard circulation accidentally passed through a dye station that bore the old Mercury design. Metals mixed, machines whirred beyond their limits, and out came a batch of coins that blurred the line between past and present. An error, a glitch, or something more mysterious. Collectors still argue, but the rumor is that one of these coins escaped the vault, unnoticed, unappreciated, and waiting to be discovered by someone who didn't yet know its value. Now, picture the moment of discovery. A person reaches into a neglected coin jar and pulls out what looks like any other dime, until the glint catches the light differently. There's a strange brightness, a resonance in the metal that seems almost alive. The finder cleans it gently, revealing details that send shivers down the spine, a design that shouldn't be there, metal that feels richer than its nominal worth, and a presence that seems almost like fate whispering that this coin is different. It's in this moment that ordinary change turns into legend, and the owner's pulse starts racing with possibility. Stories swirl around this coin like wildfire. They speak of secret auctions where collectors privately bid insane sums, of investors who swear they've seen one sell for millions, of whispered deals in back rooms where anonymity cloaks the breathtaking prices. People say that if you own one of these coins, you shouldn't spend it for pocket change, because its value isn't measured in dollars, it's measured in dreams. The legend claims in the right hands, the 1998 P Mercury One Dime could change a life overnight, elevating a humble collector to billionaire status before sunrise. But the true shock isn't just in its alleged value. It's in what this coin represents. It's the idea that history isn't fixed, that mistakes can become miracles, and that the most ordinary objects may hide extraordinary secrets. Some say the coin carries the spirit of all the Mercury dimes that came before it, the whisper of freedom, artistry, and the unexpected beauty of errors that refuse to be ignored. When you hold it, you're not just holding metal. You're holding a story, a mystery, and a possibility that defies logic. Of course, great treasure tales always attract skeptics. Experts remind us that without professional authentication, grading, and documented auction records, stories remain just that, stories. But legends have power, especially when they ignite imagination, and inspire people to look twice at what others overlook. That's why even the possibility of this coin exists in the hearts of collectors. Because hope is a stronger force than doubt, and treasure stories never die. So if you find something that feels extraordinary, don't brush aside. Let curiosity guide you. Examine it, learn its story, and seek out experts who can help you understand what you truly have. Because whether this coin is worth hundreds, thousands, or the mythical millions, the journey you take with it will be unforgettable. In the end, the Mercury One Dime isn't just about wealth. It's about the thrill of discovery, the power of mystery, and the dream that even the smallest object can hold enormous worth. And that is exactly why the story of the 1998 P Mercury One Dime is more than just coin lore. It's a legend that captures the imagination of anyone who's ever dreamed of finding treasure in the most ordinary places. See you in the next video.